Welcome back to the channel. My name's Radio Jonesy, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're returning, hey, it's great to see you back. We're going to talk about three things that really are important for planning in your retirement that a lot of people really don't talk about. They talk about health and finances and all the basics that you'd really think about. But these are three important things I think you really should think about for a good, enjoyable retirement. An important point that gets overlooked when you are retiring is your companionship, whether it's your family, friends, or loved ones. One thing that really does get overlooked is your furry friends, your pets, your feathered friends, whichever animal you choose to have as a pet. A lot of people want to retire and travel the world, and having the responsibility of a pet seems to go by the wayside. They seem to either, their children seem to take over control of their pets, but you really do need to have a little furry friend in your life. We've got this beautiful little Shih Tzu cross Louchen, a dog named Charlie, and he's been an incredible asset to the family. He's bringing structure to the house. He's bringing enjoyment. It's just like another baby, as you'd probably imagine especially when you get him as a 7-week-old pup. But now he's turned 2, so he's been around for a while. But we just love the dogs. We've also got a cat, but that cat was inherited from one of my children that moved home and then brought the cat with her, and then she moved out. And guess what? The cat stayed behind. But he's taken residence downstairs in our house, and we've had him now for nearly 10 years. So his name's Alfred. We call him Alf. We think he's an alien life form. Yeah, we've had birds in the past, and they were a fun way to have a great hobby in your backyard, and it's enjoyable. They do look after themselves mainly. So there's lots and lots of ways to have different pets, whether they're feathered, whether they're furry. You need pets in your life. Point number 2 for the three important things that get overlooked for an enjoyable and enriched retirement. And we did talk about pets in the first one because that gives you a relationship with your animals. But when you retire, you move away from your work colleagues, a lot of your friends. They might be still working, and you sort of lose track and contact on a day-to-day basis. But when you retire, I tell you what, there's great ways to keep your human companionship and relationships going. It could be volunteering at your church. It could be the sporting clubs that you're involved with. It could be volunteering at the local organization. There could be soup kitchens, secondhand clothing stores, all these sort of places that someone with your experience might be highly regarded. And when you volunteer your time, it just gives you that self-worth and enrichment in your day-to-day life. Don't forget to talk to your neighbors. If you live in a neighborhood which is you're able to go outside a lot and talk to your people across the road, people on your left and on your right and live behind you. Yeah, get to know your neighbors, because it's just a great way to stay involved in your local community. There could be a day where they might be able to babysit your fur baby, or you might be able to help them out in one way or another. But staying close to your neighbors is great mentally, and it's great for your security, because everybody in your little area is sort of looking after everybody else. So it's great to have those human relationships, and don't forget your close friends as well. Sometimes when you retire, a lot of your closer friends, you're on your retirement mission, you're doing your thing, and you slow down on contacting your close friends that you've had over a number of years. So don't forget to reach out talk to your friends, and it's good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health, and it's just a great way to keep active as well. Just by obviously just moving around, helping friends, talking to your neighbours. But yeah, there's don't forget for relationships, help out in either your church group, your sporting clubs. Don't forget to volunteer if you can. It gives you that human relationships. Keep close to your neighbours, and keep in contact with family and friends. And that is the human. That is the side a lot of people miss when they retire. Like a lot of people do get locked in their house. They wake up, they do their washing, they do their ironing, they clean the house, they mow the grass, work in the garden, go back inside, watch a bit of TV, go to bed, get up the next day, and it's the same sort of drill daily. But if you're volunteering and you've got a bit of structure there, it is good for you mentally, and it's great for your it enriches your retirement. Yes, and the third thing I want to talk about, which is very important, and it's obviously a basic one, but when you're planning your retirement, a lot of people say, okay, when I get to this age, I'm going to earn this amount of money from my pension fund, my superannuation, whichever country you're in, whichever way it works for you, where your income's going to be coming from. But the big slice of the pie is your living income, where you live. So my goal was to always own your house. Right? That's well, I'd say everybody's goal is to own a house, a home, and that they call their own. Yeah, we've done that. And it's fabulous to have that the mortgage free, stress free sort of environment where you've only got your local utility bills coming in, and that and the local rates, and that keeps you um, financially pretty secure because you're not outlaying those big costs. But some people aren't so lucky. Some people haven't got that in their retirement plans. So in my circle of music friends, I've got a large variety of wealthy and poor music friends, let me tell you. Um, the wealthy ones are living, yeah, as you would think. Maybe sometimes they go a little bit over the top, but they're living quite comfortable. And the poorer ones, the ones that haven't got that big retirement fund, because in the music scene, there hasn't been a lot of structure with superannuation. Let me tell you, it was do the gig, get your cash, live on that cash until your next gig, get your cash. You put a little bit away, but there was no structure to get their retirement funds in line. Now they're retiring. I've got a few that have bought mobile homes in caravan parks or trailer parks. I've got a few that have bought shacks. They call shacks, where someone else owns the land, but you put your little house, your little shack, tiny house, whatever you want to call it, on their land, and you probably pay a small amount which goes towards the rates. Some people call it a commune, other people say it's a shack. I've got a lot of friends doing that in some lovely areas as well. Uh, but the goal is to own that asset, whether it's your house, your shack, your caravan, your car, your van. Just once you've got that under control and you own that, and if you can do that before you retire, to have that as your primary place of residence, life's pretty comfortable, and you can get comfortable and have a great retirement by obviously home ownership, whichever way your home will be. I hope you get it. I hope you got something out of this. They sound basic, like home ownership, relationships with your friends, and pets. They're three things I think that a lot of people really don't concentrate on for your retirement. So if you just keep that in your memory banks leading into your retirement years, or if you have already retired and some of these points are important to you, put it down in the comments. I'd love to read. I'm getting some fantastic comments in there at the moment. So thanks everyone for getting involved in the channel. This is I just want to share my journey at this stage of my life with my YouTube family, A few of my contacts, my friends are ringing me up and saying, man, you got that wrong, or man, you got that right. They're yeah, ringing me up. So it's great to know that you are there watching. And for all the subscribers there, thanks very much. This is Radio Jonesy. Until we meet on the next video, ciao.